This is the United Way of Volusia-Flagler County's online tutorial for creating and personalizing eCards using Picnic. Hi, this is Crystal from Crystal's Tech Tips. Once you've logged into the Picnic account, the first step you want to do is click on Library. Once you're in the library, it'll show you the 5 pictures that we currently have available for you to personalize and send as an eCard. So first things first, pick out a picture that you like. Just double click on the image and it'll show you the full picture. If that's the one you want to edit, that's great. Go ahead and click on Create. If not, just go back to the library and select a different picture. Once you've clicked on Create, it's going to automatically drop you into the Effects menu. You want to actually click on the text icon. Once here, type in the name of whoever you want to present this to in this box. For example, we're going to send this one to Bright House Networks. So go ahead and type out the name. I like to use caps with this design because it seems to look a little better, but it's going to vary from design to design. Since unfortunately they don't have Trade Gothic or MetaBook, just use the Arial font and then click on the Add button. Now once you click on Add, a couple of things are going to pop up. First is your text properties box. I like to drag that over here so it's out of my way. Second, you'll notice that your text is here, but it's white. So first things first, change the color of that. You can change the color just by clicking anywhere over here in the color box. Drag down all the way to make it black. Then you want to resize it because that's obviously way too big. Click on the size bar and just scale it down to what you think is appropriate. So there you go. Once it's at a smaller area where you can manage it, then you can resize it simply by clicking on the little arrows on the sides and tops. So you can make it larger or smaller, however you want it. Now, I just realized that for this one, I would much rather have it be 2 lines instead of 1. So that's very simple to change. Just go back over into the box, double click on the word networks, hit delete, and there you go. It's all gone. Then move Bright House to kind of where you want it and resize it to how you see fit. Now before you go to the next line, take note, let me see, I want that a little bigger there, of the size of this one. Then, so for here it's 31. I like to stick with even numbers though, so I'm going to try to get up. There we go, 32. So click on the area on a blank space, and then go back into the text box and type in networks. Okay, then click on Add. Once again, it's going to be white and big, so go ahead and make it black and drag the bar, and since we know we want it around 32, go ahead and do that. To get more precise, you can actually use the keys on your keyboard, the arrow keys, to adjust it. Now I've got that one at 34. And let me see if I can get it down to 32. This does take a little finagling. Sometimes it's easier just to drag. Alright, and now we're at 32. And that's what we want. So now that they're both the same size, just kind of position them, moving them around. You can just click from one to the other. This is actually a lot easier to use than even Photoshop because you're not having to deal with layers, you're dealing with objects. So if you're used to Adobe Illustrator, it's pretty good. So then, when you think you've got it just how you like it, I just realized I want to put a comma in there. At any point in time, you can click on the box, and then click up in the left-hand corner in the text edit box, and edit it without any problems. Just make your change, and then click elsewhere for the change to become in effect. So this looks good. I think we can safely go ahead and send this over to Bright House. Then you want to click on the Share and Save. Now, for the purpose of this, I'm just going to email it to myself, which the email address is already saved in there, but you can go ahead and type in any address that you want. And you can actually send this up to 100 people at a time, so if you have a long list in a spreadsheet, you can copy and paste, so if you wanted to send it to, say, the top executives over at Bright House, or all the local people, or you've got a list of them, you can go ahead and send that and personalize it. You can also choose to send a copy to yourself. Make sure you put your email address in here and not mine so that it looks like it's coming from you and not me. And then very important, you want to make sure you change the image size to full, 600 by 450 in this case. If you do the small one, it's just squinches up everything, and I don't really like the way it looks. I would also put in your name or the United Way, subject, and their message. Also, always in the message, throw them back to our website. Make sure you visit us online at www.liveunitedinvolusia-flagler.org. And then once you're ready, click on Email Photo. The little cogs will get to working, and you will soon get a message that says that your email has been sent. Now, you also have the option of saving this file to your computer, printing it, etc., putting it on your Facebook, all sorts of fun options. But for right now, you want to either email it or save it to your computer. And if you do save it to your computer, I would suggest making the compression quality be 10. That's the highest quality. We want to make sure everything looks good, and it's not going to make that much of a difference in the file size in the long run. So that concludes this tutorial. If you have any questions, feel free to email me, Crystal Elkins, at celkins@unitedwayvfc, like Volusia-Flagler counties.org.